Welcome back to Courtroom Chronicles. Today's case features one of the most shocking courtroom turnarounds we've seen in a while. Meet Wesley Weber, a 32-year-old who thought he could outsmart the system. Just days ago, he stood before this very judge, promising to stay clean after pleading guilty to 2 counts of cocaine possession. But now, he's back, and this time, the judge isn't buying a single word. As the tension builds, pay attention to how quickly this judge catches every lie. He's not just angry, he's dissecting every excuse Weber throws at him. This isn't just about addiction, it's about accountability, truth, and what happens when second chances are wasted. So here's the question. Do you think Weber deserves another shot at rehab, or should the judge finally throw the book at him? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
See, that doesn't answer the question either.
Yeah.
The question is, when did you last? You're a bad bullshitter. Don't bullshit. Okay.
Yeah.
The question is, when is the last time you used cocaine? You know when it was, so goddamn it, tell me what it was.
Yes, sir.
Fastest violation in the history of intervention. An all-time record. After you left here, you went over to probation. There was a suspicion that you were under the influence of drugs, and then you admitted. What was wrong with you? You sat here 8 days ago. Weber, how old are you?
32.
What time is it?
It's 9 a.m., 9:15.
Okay. Prior to coming to court, have you taken any drugs or alcohol or any prescription medication in the last 48 hours?
No.
Did you get a copy of the information filed in this case?
Yes.
All right. And the information indicates it's 2 counts of possession of cocaine, both felonies of the 5th degree, both forfeiture specifications. Are you pleading guilty to that today?
Yes.
You understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charges.
Yes.
Stand by pleading guilty to these felonies that if you are sentenced, that you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time that could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control.
Yes.
Both of these counts are possession of cocaine, both felonies of the 5th degree, each separately carry a 12-month maximum prison sentence and a $2,500 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Knopf, if the case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
Your Honor, had the case proceeded, the trial, the state would have shown that on or about February 20th, 2025, in Mentor, Lake County, Ohio, the defendant was knowingly in possession of cocaine. Specifically, the defendant was at a Sheetz gas station in Mentor on Lakeshore Boulevard. A Sheetz employee called the police after they spotted the defendant having erratic movements and sitting at the gas pump for approximately 30 minutes. Police approached the vehicle and saw a cut straw with a suspected drug residue on the seat. Police then searched the vehicle and discovered a bag of cocaine and other paraphernalia in the vehicle, confirmed by the Lake County Crime Lab.
Okay, Ms. Tomaszek, anything to add to those facts?
Nothing on the facts, Your Honor.
Mr. Weber, did you hear what Mr. Knopf said the facts would show if the case went to trial?
Yes.
Are those facts true?
Correct.
All right, what is your plea to count 1, possession of cocaine, a felony 5?
Guilty.
What is your plea to count 2, possession of cocaine, a felony 5?
Guilty.
And what is your plea to both of the forfeiture specifications?
Guilty.
Ms. Thomas, he understands the nature of the charge, the consequence of his guilty plea, and the maximum penalty, found to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary, will accept his plea of guilty to count 1, possession of cocaine, a felony 5, and the spec, and count 2, possession of cocaine, a felony 5, and the spec. I'm going to place you on a 2-year intervention plan, 2 days in Lake County Jail with credit for 2. So what happened here? What were the circumstances of this?
I mean, what was read was very accurate. I was stopping at a Sheetz. I stayed a while. I was waiting on an answer from a friend to know which to head to their direction or to head home. And in that time, you know, the police showed up and found what I had in my car.
Where did you come from that night?
I live in Cortland, Ohio.
Okay, so you ended up in Mentor. Where were you going?
I was going to Doylestown, Ohio.
Where's Doylestown?
To be honest, I'm not familiar exactly. I just know that I have that one friend that lives there.
You had some bad direction going.
Yeah.
What's with the coke?
Just something that I started casually and snowballed and became a problem.
Why did you start taking it casually?
Just being in the wrong place with the wrong people. But you know, I make no excuses for it. It's my fault, and I accept full responsibility.
What do you on probation for right now?
The same charge.
In municipal court?
Yes. I've been doing a drug program that I actually just completed last week.
Where did you do it?
It was in Warren, Ohio. It's called Travco.
Is this in Niles?
Yeah, well, it's through the Niles Court. The address is technically in Warren.
What did that program involve?
Like counseling and drug screening. I did 5 sessions, I believe.
When did you finish it?
Last week, I believe it was.
What did they recommend any follow-up?
No. I believe they said once I completed that and paid my court fines, that I would be done with probation there, from my understanding.
Where do you work?
I work at Verizon Wireless in Ashtabula.
What do you do?
I'm a sales rep.
How long have you been working there?
Going on 9 months now.
How'd you get that job?
I was previously a supervisor at UPS for 6 years, and they made cutbacks, and I just was applying everywhere, and that was seemed like the best option when I was offered the job.
Okay, so how long had you been playing around with the cocaine?
For about 2 years total, I would say.
What about before that?
Before that, I didn't at all, ever.
So you're, what, 32 years old?
Correct.
Why would you all of a sudden at age 30 start using cocaine?
I think it was
Did
just...
you see something promising in cocaine that
No.
would lead you to believe it's going to give you a better life?
No, not at all. I think it was just a lack of purpose and direction at the time. Like I said, not making an excuse for it, but...
Did you find that
No.
the cocaine gave you direction?
No, it was the opposite. It was the opposite.
Kim, what do you suggest I do with this guy? Public flogging?
Judge, I think we should make him stand out front with a sign that says, "I use cocaine, but I will never use it again."
You're a very curious case here. All right, I'm going to place you on a plan for intervention plan for a year. I think I said 2 before, but I'm going to make it a year. You're to have no drugs or alcohol with the 2 days, credit for 2, and full employment, pay the cost and supervision fees. So, look, I didn't give you like strenuous conditions on the plan, okay? Don't use drugs, work, and pay the fees. So, not a lot of stress involved with that, is there?
No, not at all.
Okay, so if you don't screw it up, because if you screw it up, you'll end up convicted of 2 felonies of the 5th degree.
I understand.
Anything else, Mr. Knopf?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Tomaszek?
No, Your Honor.
Do you know why I asked you what time it was when we started?
I was a couple minutes late.
You were about 10 minutes late, but you don't go to work late, do you?
No, never.
Okay. Well, when you have to go to probation, when you have to report, make sure you're there.
I will.
All right,
Thank you.
That's it. See you. For Wesley Weber. We were here on June 18th, 8 days ago. After you left here, you went over to probation. There was a suspicion that you were under the influence of drugs, and then you admitted that to Nicole Newman. So this was reset for today. What the hell's wrong with you? You sat here 8 days ago and gave me this song and dance that hanging around the wrong people or some bullshit like that, and you hadn't used for a long time. And the job was great, and you were getting focused. And I asked you a question during the course of the plea if you'd used drugs or alcohol in the last 48 hours, and you told me no. So that's why I asked that question. What the hell's wrong with you?
I apologize, sir.
I don't want your apology. I want to know
Yeah.
why you're doing what you're doing.
Well, I clearly have an issue. I mean, I'm not making.
What's the issue?
My use of cocaine. And it's only cocaine, but, you know.
Well, see, now, here's the problem.
Yes,
Why would I believe anything you tell me from this point forward?
I understand.
Well, you may understand or you may not understand, but why would I believe anything you say from this point forward?
You don't have any reason to.
That's right. So, when did you last use cocaine?
I believe it's been within the last 4 days.
I know it's been within the last 4 days. I'm
Yes.
certain it wasn't 4 days ago.
Okay.
So why don't you tell me, don't tell me what you believe, tell me
Okay.
when you, the question was, when did you last use cocaine?
It's been within 3 days.
See, that doesn't answer the question either.
Yeah.
The question is, when did you last, you're a bad bullshitter. Don't
Okay.
bullshit, okay?
Yeah.
The question is, when is the last time you used cocaine? You know when it was, so goddamn it, tell me what it was.
Yes, sir. Today is Thursday. It would have been Tuesday.
Is that a question or an answer?
That is an answer.
Okay, Tuesday when?
Afternoon.
Where?
At work.
At work.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you get it from?
Someone I know in my hometown.
Okay. Who did you get it from?
Do you need a name specifically?
You see, here we go.
I'm asking,
No,
sir.
No, I'm asking you.
Yes.
And you're evading me, okay? The question was, who did you get it from? That's a very specific question with only one answer. The answer is the name of the person you got it from.
His name is Bryant.
What?
Bryant is the first name.
Bryant.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is he like Pele? And how do you know Bryant?
Just through mutual friends.
Which friends?
I believe I met him through my barber. My barber ended up giving me his name years ago
Why?
for that use.
Okay. How many years ago?
3.
What are you going to do about your drug problem?
Well, like you said, I know you don't have reason to believe me, but I am motivated with my work schedule and keeping my.
Well, you're using cocaine at work.
Yeah, I understand, but it's.
No wonder why you're motivated to be there.
But I understand how it's affected my job. Performance is lower when I do, and I don't want it to affect that.
Okay.
Any
So
longer.
what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to quit use. I'm going to seek more help. I have, I don't know a name yet, but my mother knows a counselor through church who she's going to try to help me get
What
in contact.
church?
It's called Grace Fellowship in Niles, Ohio.
Didn't you go through some treatment program before?
I did.
What
and
was that?
So that was through the Niles court, and to be honest, it was just it was not very in depth. It wasn't super helpful, I don't think, for me.
Why didn't you go to one that was more in depth and more helpful?
I should have.
I know. Why didn't you? Because you didn't want to. Okay, because you liked getting high, right?
Yes, sir.
This could be the fastest violation in a history of intervention. An all-time record. Who's your boss over there at Verizon?
His name is Andrew Nelson.
Does he know you're getting high at work?
I don't believe so. He might suspect.
Did he ever say anything to you?
He hasn't.
That doesn't seem like a very good place to work.
I know I don't represent them well, but it honestly is a very great place to work. And not represented well by me, I understand that.
Where did you work before that?
I was a supervisor at UPS for 6 years.
You were using it then too, right?
Not the entire time, the last like 2 years of my work there, yes, I was.
Was there something, what drugs did you use before cocaine?
Slight marijuana and drinking casually, just with, on weekends. But nothing ever to the extent that I have when I started using cocaine.
So, and you're how old now?
32, almost 33.
So when you were 28 or 29, you started using cocaine?
Correct.
And was there, of course, for the sake of this discussion, I'm going to believe what you're telling me. So is there some reason you went through your first 28 years without using cocaine and decided, shit, what a great idea it would be to get hooked on cocaine? Is there something that prompted that?
I wish I had a really good answer for that, but I don't.
Well, what is the answer? Give me the shitty answer.
I was lacking purpose in my life, and I was
And
feeling
you found
it was.
purpose in cocaine.
No, it made me wander off more.
Did you think it was going to give you purpose in life?
I don't know what I was thinking when I did it, to be 100% honest with you.
How much does cocaine cost these days?
It's expensive. I mean, a gram is like $100, and they go fast.
We actually didn't do an entry on this, right? So I haven't sentenced him yet, or I haven't made the final determination yet as to what the terms of your interview. They ain't the same as they were 8 days ago, I'll tell you that. Because you have no ability to control your habit. So you think going to some counselor at some church you don't belong to that your mother suggested is the solution to your problem.
Not the end all be all. I think it could aid, it could help, but I understand it's not the solution. It's not going to fix everything.
Why don't you find the solution?
Okay.
Ms. Tomaszek, anything you'd like to say?
Just briefly, Your Honor, since Mr. Weber technically wasn't sentenced, I would just like to ask the court to allow him one more opportunity to do the intervention in lieu of conviction with, I do believe Mr. Weber needs much more treatment than he sets out. So we'd just like to ask the court to allow him one more chance at the intervention in lieu and maybe a little more stricter conditions, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. The terms that were put on the record that not yet adopted by judgment entry on June 18th are rescinded. That's where you were placed on the 1-year plan with 2 days in jail, no drugs or alcohol, full employment. So the new terms, you're going to stay on the intervention, 4-year plan, 47 days in jail with credit for 2. The last 30 days, you're going to be in the jail treatment program and complete it and follow all recommendations. You're going to get a mental health evaluation, follow all the recommendations. You're to have no drugs or alcohol and you'll be screened. You attend at least 3 AA or NA meetings a week and get a sponsor. Obtain and maintain full employment, pay the costs and supervision fees. Ms. Randleson, any other terms of the plan?
No, Your Honor.
You understand the terms of the plan?
I believe so.
Is there anything you don't understand?
Does that mean I go to jail?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
You don't seem to think you have a problem,
I understand.
or you seem to think that you have a problem that you can manage all by yourself, and you can't. You're not even close. That's what it is. Ms. Tomaszek?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right.
There's nothing around it, so I'm just going to go.
And there it is, the final judgment. After catching Weber in a lie and confirming his relapse, the judge scraps his old deal and lays down a tough new plan: 47 days in jail, a mandatory treatment program, and weekly AA meetings. It's a clear message excuses don't work in this courtroom. What makes this case so powerful is the judge's insight. He recognizes that Weber's problem isn't just drugs, it's denial. And in the justice system, denial can be more dangerous than addiction itself. If you found this courtroom showdown as intense as we did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Courtroom Chronicles for more real-life courtroom moments, and share this video to keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay sharp, stay aware, and remember, in court, truth always comes out.